What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's match day, all right? We are going to have the preseason match between Dortmund and Juventus already. Ton of people asking where you're going to be able to find the match. Well, it's on DAZN. But again, that's not open to everybody. But I believe Dortmund on their YouTube page will be also airing the game, so you can follow along and watch with me, all right? Should be a fun one. And yeah. We're back. We're back, Apex. Just finished the live show with Trim and Sev, and just essentially throwing out everyone's feelings towards Juve's Mercato so far, the lack of action, how we feel, especially watching other teams make more moves. There was another one that got a here we go, and it's Dan and Doy for 40 million euros. So there you have it. You know, Juve's got to get the ball rolling. We got to get some business done. But for now, at least we have some action to talk about. That's going to be the preseason game against Dortmund. And we've got our lineup. All right, so we're going to pull up the starting 11. And there you go, is as follows. You're going to have Di Gregorio. You're going to have Kalulu. You're going to have Bremer. You're going to have Kelly and Cambiaso. And then you're going to have, of course, Jean-Mario Locatelli, Thuram with Conceição, Yildiz, and Jonathan David. So there you go. Excuse me, not João Mario, Coop Miners. Cope Miners, not João Mario. 4-3-3 is what it looks like we're going to see. So yeah, a lot of us said, should we see the four-man backline? I did say in the build-up to this game, I want to see a four-man back set, either second half, first half, something. Okay, so Kalulu, Bremer, Kelly, Cambiaso, Cope Miners, Locatelli, Thuram, Conceição, Yildiz, and David. That is your starting 11. And hold on a second. We got to change. Back to the original. Back to the original. João Mario is in. It is not Cope Miners. They've gone back, so now it should be 3-4-2-1. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. I'll pull up a graphic for your starting 11. Here. This is what you're going to see today now. They've changed it yet again. Di Gregorio, Gatti, Bremer, Kalulu, João Mario, Locatelli, Thuram, Cambiaso, Conceição, Yildiz, Jonathan David. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Starting 11 for a preseason game against Dortmund. We got multiple changes, keeping everybody on their toes. So there you go. 3-4-2-1. Will we see the four-man backline at some point in this one? We should. We should see a four-man backline. Tudor's got to have alternatives and everything. And we got to see. As far as Dortmund goes, you're going to get Kobel, Hummels, Anton, Ben Sabani, Ryerson, Grob, Bellingham, Sabitzer, Svensson, and Gracie and Adeyemi are going to be the ones up top. So there you have it, okay? My God, lineup portion's done, okay? Lineup portion's done. Yeah, Cope Miners probably flew again, right? There you go. Anyways, he's out. Prediction time. What's your prediction? What are you most looking forward to? I think it's easily going to be the fact that now we get to see Yildiz, Conceição, and David up top together. Easily what's going to stand out for me and want to look at. I also want to see if we can clean stuff up at the back. Reggiana, Serie B side, found way too much space in behind and breaks against us. That can't happen today. But hit me with your predictions. And again, don't forget to drop a like here. Subscribe to the channel, all right? The action's not far from kickoff. We got about 5 minutes. And we're going to tackle some Storm the Barn as well. So we got a couple in there already that we will get to. And for anyone asking where to watch the game, you can see the game on DAZN. Otherwise, Dortmund on their YouTube channel apparently is airing the game as well. So DAZN, I'm outside of Italy and I'm being able to watch it on DAZN. So I would imagine DAZN's got it for you. If not, Dortmund on their YouTube channel, you can also sync up and then we could share the action, okay? And again, still some cross-ups on the lineup. I did not see the change. Now I see the change coming in late. So there you go. It is, yeah. So it looks like it is a change, and the change is standing. It is João Mario. So your lineup will be this one right here. Predictions. Why did that pop off so quick? There we go. 2-1 Juve. 3-2 Dortmund. A 1-1 draw. 2-2 from Pino. David. Chico. 3-2 loss. I'm not that confident. All right. Yes, Cristoforo, I've got it. This will be what it is. That has Gatti in there. That has Bremer. It has, oh, excuse me. Hold on a second. It's not actually, it is Kelly. So it's not Gatti. Gatti's now the odd man out. Holy, wow. What a gong show, everybody. Not necessary. Not necessary for a preseason. Mikael. The 4-0 Dortmund win. Whew. 2-1. All right. Got 2-1 there from D-Source. 2-1 win Juve. Christy, great to see you in here. And again, yes, on Dortmund's YouTube, you can follow along, or DAZN. DAZN. And the action on DAZN has just kicked to the stadium. And they're just going through the pregame ceremonies there, all right? Abhishek saying Juventus humbled badly. Hopefully that's not the case. Now, despite the lineups and stuff, a standard 3-5-2 setup coming from Dortmund. It's got a couple hybrids in there as far as how they play. Us, we're going with the two-man midfield. Locatelli, Thuram. And you're going to have, again, the two supporting forwards. It's going to be Conceição. It's going to be Yildiz. So, let's see. Let's see. Salute. Salute. Ciao, ciao. Great to have you in here. Great to have all of you in here. Again, let's get those likes up, everybody. All right? And now Mikael's saying it's not on Dortmund's YouTube. I was told it would be DAZN and Dortmund's YouTube. So, yeah, that should be where it's at. And if not, let me check one last... last play for all of you guys out there. See if I can tackle this one for you. Okay, so you can also watch with both clubmen. Well, Juve's website only says DAZN within Italy, but I'm watching it on DAZN right now in Canada. And it does not appear that they are showing it on their site. Yeah, that's it for me. I don't know what to tell you all, sadly. I was told Dortmund's YouTube was going to show it, so the fact they're not, that rules it out. I apologize. Don't know. Oh, look. Jawad say it is on Dortmund's YouTube. Watching it right now. There you go. So we should be good there. Let's go. And yes, go quick. Let's go. Let's get those likes up to 50, everybody. Come on. Max it out. We got the clubs coming out. You're looking at Dortmund being led out by Hummels. We're looking at Tudor in the bench here. Players on reserves there. Kobel, you see Grob, Hummels. Flags waving. Always a good atmosphere with Dortmund. You gotta say, like, always stellar atmosphere. Fun to watch their games. Bellingham, Adeyemi. Let's see. Let's see what Juve can cook up here against much better competition than the Reggiana that ended in a 2-2 draw in the first preseason. But again, for this one, I gotta say, I just want to see a little bit more in terms of care out of Juventus. I want to see more tempo to our game. I want to see a little bit more cohesion. Now that all the guys that are the mains, this is pretty much our best 11 with the guys out there, other than probably the Lord at the back. Other than that, this is pretty much our best 11. So, yeah, I want to see it to be much better. The fact that you're playing Dortmund in their house, yeah, you want to show up. You want to give them a fight. I don't want to see us get pushed around and bullied. So let's see. Locatelli, Hummels. Oh, that sucks. So Borussia Dortmund has not made the video available in certain countries. That's rough. That's a rough go. Apex, I'm with you. I want to see where we stack up. And of course, the Mercato's still open. We talked about it at length today, and it's the main topic around Juventus and fans. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, right? Juve released 2 lineups, one with Cope Miners and one without. Yes, they changed the lineup. We got it all. Thank you, Matteo C, though, for being on it. Appreciate that. Niko Kovac, Dortmund's boss. All smiles before this game starts. And there's Tudor. Big question mark for Juventus this season. Igor Tudor. He's going to have to overachieve big time for Juve this season. He's going to have to get the most out of what he has because the Mercato might run late. Camoli's plan of attack with 3 to 4 signings, 6 to 7 sales is running out of time. It is great seeing Bremer. Fantastic seeing Bremer. I'm going to cry missing him on the pitch. It's great to have him back. Sorely missed there. And Kelly starting to build his value. I don't know if that's gonna might be better for the value to not do so, but let's see. So they've got a little ceremony right now with the clubs around the half circle, and I didn't catch who it was for, so my apologies there, but there is a moment right now. Maybe someone in the chat knows who this is in memory of. Thank you, Apex. There you go. Frank Meal. 1958 to 2025. Not terribly old. Jeez. All right. And now the players taking their positions. We're ready for kickoff, everybody. All right, let's get to the action. I'm ready. It's time. It's time, everybody. Oh, that was quick. Super quick kickoff. Announcer wasn't even ready on what I'm watching. Holy. Couple seconds off anyways. 6 seconds off the ticker there, but that's fine. Long ball sent forward. This is going to be Dortmund's throw on their right flank. Nowhere to go with it. Taking his sweet time. Into the middle. Sabitzer gets it lost. It was Yildiz winning it back. Going to Lloyd Kelly. All the way back for Bremer. Now to Locatelli. Outside for Lloyd Kelly. Kelly launches this one forward. Looking Jonathan David's way. Pressure. There. All the way back to Kobel. It's it out to his center back. To the outside. Push back by Juve. Very aggressive. All the way back. Again back for Kobel. And Jonathan David right there forcing him out on the one touch. Kalulu with a header off the back of Adeyemi. Minute in already. João Mario. Throw in to Locatelli. Quick exchange between the two. Now back for Kalulu. Over to Kelly. It's Cambiasso there. This is shaped up in has shaped up in a back four. Cambiasso moving into the midfield here. Ooh, Conceição. Pressured there. Goes back with a sketchy ball, but Bremer creates enough conflict there for them not to be able to come at us. Bellingham twisting, turning. Across the back. Hummels plays it back for Kobel. Keeper. Now. Dortmund just knocking it around the back. Juve high line at the back and pushing forward with their attackers. Bremer's going to go up there. Battle Giresi. Conceição just can't get to that second ball. Adeyemi turns on Kalulu. Bremer has to come in. No foul given though. Ref immediately indicating get up to Adeyemi. Kalulu right across for Kelly. Now to Cambiasso. Back to Kelly. All the way back to Di Gregorio. Pressure coming. Oh my goodness. Touch going back towards his goal. My word. Long ball forward. Jonathan David. Can't get even involved in the aerial there. And again, Dortmund with it at the back. Pressure coming. Here's Hummels being watched by Yildiz. Inside, Conceição applying pressure there too. Bremer very high up the pitch, pushing things forward. Yildiz is going to get the foul. All over the back there. All over the back of Grob there. And a foul there. That's João Mario. And he gets a yellow. A yellow 3 minute 50 seconds in. João Mario for the challenge on Adeyemi. Oh, yeah. High cleat, too. Catching him like just above the knee. Pretty sloppy there. Sloppy there from João Mario. A little over-aggressive and late. That's a super early yellow for him. Jeez. Dead ball here from coming in from the left flank. It's going to be an in-swinger. No. They rotate. Heading towards back of the area. Cleared out. Yildiz going to apply pressure. Adeyemi comes in. Wins it. Grob now. Pulled forward. Anton tried to turn there. But he is fouled. This one's on Lloyd Kelly. This is in a much better position too for the set piece. Locatelli having words with the ref, calling everybody back on a couple of instances, a couple of challenges. Kelly got the hands up high there and whatnot. I think Locatelli was taking an exception to Adeyemi's challenge in on Yildiz versus what Lloyd Kelly gets called on. Nonetheless, nothing doing. We got a set piece here coming off the right flank. One-man wall. It is just Conceição. Ryerson set to take this. Di Gregorio giving directions. Here comes the ball. It's delivered in. Headed. Ends up getting on a free header. Zone coverage on set pieces. Don't like it. Ends up with a free header and he puts it wide, thankfully. Yeah, just nobody near there. Bremer was well ahead of him. Going up and misreading it. Was well short. Luckily, Jerez couldn't put that one on target. Jonathan David doing some battle up there. Wins it. Finds Conceição. Carrying it forward. Jonathan David wanted the ball inside. Chico, you had a moment there to send him in. Come on, man. He acknowledges Jonathan David's call there. Knows he should have taken a look. It's not a lie. Lionel Creative. I'm watching it on DAZN as we speak. I'm in Canada, though. It's not. Apparently, it wasn't supposed to be for anyone outside of Italy, but I'm watching it on DAZN. Here's Dortmund running at us. It's Grob, and here's a ball going to the back post. They're really pushing to find Jerezi. Cambiasso wins this one. Finds it down there for Thuram. Jonathan David being pushed all the way back, trying to maintain possession there. Nothing doing. Dortmund wins it. And they've got us pinned right now. Here's Grob, another one going back post. And Joao Mario with a touch out for a corner kick, playing it safe. Yeah, Dortmund is just outplaying us right now to start. 8 minutes in, but they've got control of possession and they're pushing us back. In the games where this has taken place under Tudor, the two at the Club World Cup stand out, and they were disasters. Juve ended up not really knowing how to show any type of bite. Here's a cross in off the corner. Barely a punch there from Di Gregorio. Kalulu carrying it out there, but then there's a touch, just putting it out for a throw-in. Here's Grob throwing. Ryerson, and that's challenge won by Cambiasso. Inside to Locatelli. Immediately up for Jonathan David. His one-touch pass was errant off his left foot. Trying to find Yildiz, and Dortmund recovers. And now, switch field ball. Down to Ryerson. Inside. Back to Grob. Sabitzer to Hummels. Hummels. Outside of the boot, ball in there. That's cleared. But we had just dropped back, collapsing on defense, so Jonathan David not able to apply pressure on that 50-50. Okay, let's go here. Come on. Let's get this throwing going. Take it forever. Come on, man. Throw the ball in. Holy hell. It's a preseason game, for God's sakes. The ball in. Dortmund quickly switching from right side to left. Bensabani here. Played in. Now outside for Adeyemi, right against that left flank. Inside for Bellingham. And that one goes right through. Di Gregorio comes out immediately to collect. Drops it now for Lloyd Kelly. Just go to Cambiasso. He's right there calling for it. Into Locatelli, trying to slip it through for Jonathan David. It's cut off, and Dortmund immediately back in possession. Way too slow on it. Way too slow on it, Juve. Tudor's team in the 2 matches in the Club World Cup and now today, they struggle and are way too slow when they recover the ball after dropping deep. They just can't find one another. There's no ideas of getting back into containing and retaining possession. Like there's no ideas there. We're just pinned back and they can't figure it out. Kelly on it now. On the carpet slow. Jonathan David has it lost immediately. Now Locatelli pops it up for Cambiasso, but that's cut off. It is going to be our throw-in, but far too slow from Juve. Far too slow. And we've got guys so far back collapsing that like Yildiz, Chico, there are no options to get this ball moving. Here, speak of Yildiz. Coming across, collecting that throw and switching it out for Kalulu. And now we move up to João Mario. And that's a bad pass in, but Chico does well to fight for that and get it. Keeps trying to cut in. No advantage was given. Dortmund now on the run. Looked like Adeyemi was offside there. He is. We're actually at 12 minutes, 22 seconds. My ticker's about 5-6 seconds off. 0-0. Dortmund really on the possession right now. (63% possession for Dortmund at the moment. And Conceição just got a yellow. No discipline. Come on, guys. David trying to play 1-2 with Kalulu there. Kalulu's going to hack there, get the foul. Chico better take it easy. Booting that after off the board there. Easy. And Locatelli walks over, tells him to calm down. Already on a yellow. Settle down. All right, Benzabani in to Sabitzer. Back for Kobel. Jonathan David watching there. We launch it out to Hummels. Launching it out to Hummels. He's playing it forward for the midfield. Little exchange from Sabitzer and Riersen. Bellingham now out to Adeyemi. Dortmund moving very quickly up the pitch. To the outside. Here's a cross coming in. And there's headed down. But not towards goal. Locatelli coming in. Trying to get it. And his pass, his quick pass out, was cut off. But in the end, Jades couldn't make something happen. It's tough. We're just getting pinned. And we are sloppy at working it out from there. Di Gregorio drops it on the carpet. Now up for David. Little flick on, and Yildiz couldn't get onto it. And again, right back at us, but headed down by Bremer. Now João Mario to Kalulu. Up for João Mario. Inside now for Locatelli. Now Locatelli switches it out for Cambiasso. Pressure coming quickly from Dortmund. Thuram in for Yildiz. Nice turn from Yildiz. Great job. Cambiasso slipped in on an exchange. Now up for it for David. Running at the defense in the area here. Jonathan David. Slotted in. That's a great ball in. Cambiasso could not collect it to get a shot. Pressure's on. Here's Kalulu. Crossed in. And there's a tap, but I think he's offside. Oh, we're good. We're good. Nice goal. Cambiasso on the tap in after the pressure and the ball in from Kalulu. Cambiasso couldn't collect cleanly. Jonathan David's nice slip ball in through. But in the end, still finds it to him. 1-0 Juve. So that's good at least. And good pressure there from Kalulu. Outworking Adeyemi, and a great ball in for a nice tap in for Cambiaso. And right through the wickets, the old 5-hole. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice stuff. Let's chalk it up. Chalk it up. One for the good guys. I like that. I don't like how we are at the back, a little sketchy and a little back and working it out, but that was a lovely exchange to work it out. Switch field from Cambiaso into Thuram. One touch pass to Yildiz. He turns his man, and Cambiaso immediately took over the space that Yildiz left. Cambiaso is one of these guys for Juve that he has to be cooking. His versatility has to play in. He's going to be listed as a left wing back, but at the beginning of last season, at his best, he was working as a free reign player, and that's when he's cooking. That's going to be key for Juve, because you need players to do exactly what he did, and that's take the spaces, because when we get pinned back and Conceição, David, and Yildiz, they come back to collect the ball, somebody has to attack the space that creates. Great pickup from Cambiaso on that play to do that. And here's Hummels saying a little farewell. And even the Juventus players are going to line up here. Sule is about to come in. And he's going to say his farewell there. Good stuff. Good stuff for Hummels. Cool stuff, too, to see in like a preseason. You know, guy like that's been around the game for a long time. Get a nice little farewell. Nice of the Juve players. Everyone off the bench, too, coming out. Good stuff. Good show of respect for Hummels. Hummels forgot to give the armband to Sule there. So Sule's coming in. A unit too. Sule's a unit at the back there. So he takes over for Hummels. Good stuff. Nice to see that. Always liked Hummels. And we, of course, have that picture of him in the Juventus kit at that party he was at. All right, and we're back to the action. This is going to be a throw-in off the left flank for Dortmund. Yeah, super, super classy stuff, Shatterstar. Super, super classy. And Dortmund now. Quickly trying to work back. Oh, Cambiaso. Got a toe on it. That was risky business, but does get back into a position to kind of save it a bit. Oh, and then a shot from Grobe actually gets deflected on Geraci by the run-through and takes it wide. Holy sketchy, sketchy stuff there at the back. Sketchy, sketchy stuff there. Still in the end, almost directed it on. Didn't miss by much. Di Gregorio launching this one forward. David, flick on. Yildiz, another flick on. Conceição can't win it. In comes Kelly to Cambiasso. Now to Loca. Little touch, but misses it on Yildiz. Does take the foul, though. That one on Joe Bellingham. Loca now over to Cambiasso. Into Thuram. I need to see Thuram get going here. Need to see him get going. And that's one of the problems with these types of games. When we get pinned back so much, he just becomes ghost in what makes him strong, in that ability to drive out of the middle of the park. Because him and Loca just get pushed so far back. It's tough to break him free. We can only break the outsides free. So João Mario is going to have to kind of do the same amount of work that Cambiasso's doing. Otherwise, we'll become one-sided, completely off balance, and only being able to move forward through Cambiasso and the left side. So we got a foul here on Juve. Here's another free kick set up for Dortmund. Svensson sends it in. It's going back post. Bremer heads it. Grohl puts it back into the mix. Kelly now. And then Cambiasso with a touch on it, but only as far as Grohl. And Yildiz comes in and wins it. Now back. Cambiasso inside to Thuram. And Thuram now flips it out to the right for Kalulu. And we've got some space to breathe and carry it forward. Bellingham now running to put pressure on Kalulu. Up ahead for João Mario. Cuts inside. Awful pass back. Puts Locatelli under, but Locatelli comes away with it. Thuram. To Bremer. To Loca. Back inside to Thuram. Twisting and turning. Nowhere really to go with it. Now out to Kelly. Kelly trying to go route one for David. Finds him. He collects. Turns. Into Yildiz. Or excuse me, to Cambiasso. Now to Yildiz. To Thuram. Now back out to Yildiz. Oh, Meg's the first one running at the back line. Oh, tries to curl it back post. Had Jonathan David in there for a slip, but that's better from Juve. Much, much better. But again, that left side is night and day compared to what's going on the right side. And a lot of that is Cambiasso's movement. João Mario so far really just sticking to the byline, and he's going to have to move out of there or nothing much is going to happen. Dortmund now, long ball forward. Lloyd Kelly gets involved. Bellingham comes out with it. Rierson, back for Sule. Into Grob. Now again, Sabitzer trying to flip this one out to Adeyemi. Finds him. Working against João Mario. Adeyemi turns. Cross coming in. But it gets across the area. Yildiz comes in. Cleans it up. Inside for Locatelli. And Locatelli's pass. Almost cut off in a brutal spot there. And then Bremer eats up that long ball forward. Kalulu now swallowing one up into Locatelli. Wants that option on the outside. There it is. João Mario gives him the option, and now we can get on the ball and move forward. Locatelli on it at the halfway line. Cambiasso wants to switch. Locatelli goes to Lloyd Kelly. Still has Cambiasso on his left. Turns inside, goes back for Bremer. Locatelli wants, he gets it, turns, takes a look, up forward. No foul. And here's Bellingham running at us. Now for Rierson on the outside right. Drops it back, Grob. Through ball sent in. Bellingham slotted across the area, and we let it run for a goal kick. João Mario down right now. Gets up. That's still after the, well, what he wanted, a foul on Benabi there, but yeah, Benzabani there, he wanted a foul. Joao Mario, nothing doing. Bremer to Kalulu, up forward, and we just get roasted on that byline, cut off immediately by Dortmund, but we win it back. David with a lovely flip ball out to Conceição. Kalulu keeps his run going. He's on the move now. Now plays it back for Conceição. Running at Dortmund in the area. Cuts to the outside on the carpet for Thuram. Oh. On the one touch. Misses curling it towards the short side. Much, much better from Juventus. Didn't curl at all on him. Just went straight. Ended up being just a dart. Watch out, cameraman. Kobel now launching this one, and that's cut out by Bremer again. Yildiz is going to move out towards Sule's on the ball. Grob on it now. To the back. Anton. Benzabani. Now up for Adeyemi inside to Bellingham. Makes a turn, and he gets a foul. Not much in that, but Kalulu's going to get called for the foul there. 27 minutes, 35 seconds. 1-0 Juve. I like the, at least like the energy about Juve today versus the game against Reggiana, which was played at a snail's pace. And part of that is also Dortmund, right? And how they play and stuff. Oh, there's a foul there on the back from Adeyemi. I don't know if he's calling advantage on that. Not much of advantage. Anyways, having to play out from the back. Conceição can't settle that one. Bellingham twisting and turning into Adeyemi. One touch for Sabitzer and then cut out by Kalulu. Oh. Conceição thought he had more time than he actually did. Didn't get rid of it to his outlet. Allowed Dortmund to collect, and they're back on it. Bellingham again. Moving inside. Now to Grob. Being watched by Kelly. To the outside for Rierson. Cambiasso watching him back into Grob. And here's Rierson. Drops it back for Sule. Benzabani. Benzabani playing the ball in, and that's cleared out by Lloyd Kelly. Hammered. Kobel's going to come way out of his net just to collect this and play it forward for his defender. And it's Anton. To Sule. Grob. To Sule. Back to Antoine. Benzabani. Up for Adeyemi. Being watched by Joao Mario and Conceição. We easily take the ball from him. Kalulu into Thuram. Over to Bremer. Now to Lloyd Kelly. Cambiasso right there for him. Locatelli into Thuram. To Locatelli. Now out for Kelly. Space ahead of him. Cambiasso always there on his left. To Thuram. Over to Bremer. Bremer now up for Jonathan David. Settles it in for Yildiz. Trying to send a through ball for Chico. Just missed that through ball, but we do win it back. There was a ball forward there for Cambiasso that was missed, but that's okay. Here's Chico trying to go back post. And Cambiasso tried to head it back into the mixer. Not bad. At least our counters look cohesive somewhat, so it's decent. It's decent. Gotta have something about the game looking good, so I don't mind that. And now Dortmund trying to work up their right flank. Cambiaso's going to get cold. Just shielding a little bit. There's like nothing there. Holy. Yeah, he's got some arm there. A little bit of battling. Grabbing the shoulder a bit. But, I mean, he's right in line with him. It's not like he's lost a step trying to, like, keep up. That's pretty soft. Is what it is. Grub. And Sabani, Kalulu cuts another one off, but that one still gets behind. It ends up at Adeyemi's feet. He goes to the back. It's with Antoine now. Grob dropping back to collect. Grob's been very active for Dortmund. All over the place. Sule. Rierson. Grob again an option, and there he is. Now to Sule. Back to Grob. Scanning. Goes all the way across for Bensabani. Here's Adeyemi working against Joao Mario. Joao Mario on an early yellow. Now back again. Antoine with it. Jonathan David kicks up the pressure. Now to Sule. Yildiz watching him. Cambiaso's going to engage with Rierson. Into Grob. Here's a cross and a good one, and Di Gregorio collects. It's a low, hard one on the carpet there, but Giresi didn't seem to be on his toes, and Di Gregorio was all over it. 1-0, 32 minutes, 14 seconds in. We got a live 5G cam. Live 5G cam on this DAZN feed. Taking us real close. Here's Jonathan David. Tried the quick tap, one-touch ball. Didn't get enough on it. Now they're running at us. Adeyemi, and that's easily shielded by Bremer. Loca now on it. To the outside for Joao Mario. A little bit of nerves there. Oh, chested down by Chico. And then David now. Not known for his pace, but look at that. That's a yellow. Easy yellow on Grob. Good work from Jonathan David there. Him and Chico connecting quite fluidly there to work us out of that area. Ciao, ciao, Mitch. Great to see you in here. Great to see you in here. Yeah, that's an interesting point from Antonio. We'll have to watch with the subs that are surely to come in a preseason match, right? We'll have to see how they maintain. Oh, here's Thuram finding a little bit of space. Oh, low hard drive. Just misses wide. Had a little slip play to Jonathan David there, but David also took the defender out to open up that shooting lane. So, not going to get mad with anybody having strikes. If you have a line of sight, take some shots. This team needs to shoot more. Looked like it had a touch, but no. Thought we were going to get maybe a corner off that, but nothing doing. Shove in the back here or offside? Bellingham giving it to the ref, claiming his shirt's getting grabbed every time. Deal with it, buddy. Locatelli. Over to Kalulu. Carries it forward to Joao Mario. Joao Mario will not leave the byline. And again, talking back to Antonio's point about the second half and maybe a drop, it's like, who's going to replace that freedom from Cambiaso? Because look at how Joao Mario plays the position versus how Cambiaso does. Cambiaso's constantly moving in wherever that space takes him so that he could be an option. If nobody else is going to bring that, our game is going to be stifled, and it's going to be really, really a sore spot that'll stick out. Because that's really how we're moving forward, is the space that opens up and creates when he gets active and moves around and finds pockets. So if nobody's going to do that coming off the bench, you're going to have a major problem. Look at Deli. You got to deal with that tape, man. You got like tape ripped off. It's driving me nuts. Just take it off, man. It's driving me crazy right now. Looks like a mummy from the Thriller videos trying to play midfield right now for Juve. Rip that Band-Aid off, man. Let's go. It's driving me mental. How does he not feel it? Clocking around there. Here's Joao Mario. Working on his man off that flank. Cutting inside a bit. Into David. David drops it for Joao Mario again. Over to Yildiz. Oh, tried to slip it into Jonathan David. Now Thuram. Great turn from Thuram. Now to the outside for Chico. Take his man on. Working against Vincent. Cuts to the left foot. Little chip in and Yildiz. With the header, but right at Kobel. Nice little chip cross in there for Yildiz from Chico. Yildiz just can direct it tight to one of the sides. Here's Adeyemi cutting inside. Kalulu's had a really strong game so far. Dortmund on the right flank through Grop. And now David comes back to collect and eats the foul there, allowing us to get the ball back. Good work from David. Cutting off Sabitzer there. 37 minutes, 5 seconds, 1-0 Juve. Yeah, it's good showing. We'll have to see what the subs can do and everything, but I'll tell you right now, through the striker role, ain't going to be anybody replacing what David's bringing. It ain't going to be Dusan, I'll tell you that. No, that's literally his body type. I've already covered it, Mitch, a couple times. Like, he's not known for pace. That's the way he is. He's not very tall. He's a stocky character. But yeah. I don't know. I don't consider, and it's never been something he's known for. I don't consider David fast, Wing of Winter. I don't consider him quick. He's a quick thinker. Good, decent on the ball. Good in hold up. Like, he's a good, well-rounded player, but pace has never been one of the strong suits there. Here's Yildiz. To the outside for Lloyd Kelly. Now to Cambiaso. Back for Thuram. Just scanning. Has time now. Dortmund dropping back. Cambiaso into Locatelli. Now up for Lloyd Kelly. Just go back to Cambiaso. Come on. Now to Thuram. David's right at the center at the top. I'm going to look for him to break to one of the sides here. Here's Yildiz carrying through the center. Trying to dribble. Did. And he does get a foul. This isn't a good spot. So who's going to be like the free kick specialist this year? Like, who's going to be the guy taking these? Is it going to be Kenan Yildiz? Is he going to be the one to start taking the dead balls? This isn't a decent spot. It's pretty far, but I mean, should be able to test from here. So you've got Yildiz standing off this one, not in a shooting position. You have Conceição on it. That looks like it's going to be a cross, but now played short to Yildiz. Working on Adeyemi. Great ball in. Oh, Thuram. Oh. Woo! Oi, mama. Kipapara. Oh, my God. He got that one all wrong. That was a nicely taken set piece. Yildiz had a great matchup against Adeyemi out there. We take it short and quick through Conceição. Yildiz skins Adeyemi and then a nice low hard ball through. But Thuram, my God, that's got to be testing. Here's Locatelli. Into David. Nice settle. Oh, tried to put it forward there for Locatelli, but we keep them pinned. Nice win back from Conceição to Joao Mario now. To the outside for Kalulu. Back to Conceição. Turns. Now to Locatelli. Back outside for Kalulu. Cross coming in. No. Into Joao Mario. Now the cross. Blocked. And then he does whatever it takes to get out of the way. Corner kick coming up for Juve. Good job from Juve. Good first half. kind of had to weather a storm at the start, but started to find each other very well. And yeah, decent first half. I like it. I like it. Here's a cross coming in. That's a good one, but cleared out. Locatelli. Oh, trying to go over the top there. Svensson clears it. Adeyemi's on it now. Conceição watching. Giresi now out on the left flank. And Chico wins it back and earns a foul. That's just the shit you get from Chico, man. He's always working hard. Like, I appreciate Chico. I really, really do, man. He's always busting his ass. He's got these moments. He's got a little bit of a temper to him. I mean, took a pretty silly yellow card in this one. But, man, you can't question the work rate and the effort you'll get. That's for damn sure. He's hit some good sequences for us, too. Good cross into Yildiz. An okay one for Cambiaso, but he's moving the ball very, very well. Di Gregorio into Cambiaso, who's moved into the middle. Over to Yildiz. Now to Thuram. Cambiaso moving up. He's got Locatelli up. He's got Lloyd Kelly up. And Yildiz over to Kelly. He's pushed back to Cambiaso. Into Thuram. He could look forward. Joao Mario was looking to make that line in behind the defense, but Thuram, it seemed like he wasn't even thinking about trying a ball like that. I'd like to see us start to think about doing that in the future. Joao Mario. A lot of pressure there into Chico. Good pressure coming from Dortmund, but Chico's carrying all the way across. Now over for Lloyd Kelly. A lot of space there on the left flank. But he slows up. Now into Cambiaso. Locatelli finally dealt with that tape. Oh yeah, Locatelli trying to go over the top for Thuram. Just missed him. Sul cleans it up. Over to Kobel. And now to the outside, Benzabani. 43 minutes, 5 seconds, 1-0 Juve. Here's Adeyemi to the outside. Svensson tries to have it through, and that's, again, cleaned up. We got a player down, though. It is Sul. So they're going to go take a look at it. Yeah, it's not looking good. I didn't even know what happened. Yeah, no, this ain't looking too good when players got his hands over his face like that. Not ideal. Yeah, it's good stuff in the live chat. Guys looking pretty optimistic. We got Mikel. Mario and David are both major improvements from last season. Jonathan David, without a doubt, will be better than anything we've seen at the striker role for quite some time. If we find a way to bring in Kolo Muani as well and unlock that, I'll be very happy. Like I said, I don't need crazy changes to close out this Mercato. I need Kolo Muani retained. I still need one more left wing back, left back. I still need a top center back. Just those three, and I'll be happy going into the season. We don't have to get crazy. They love Kostic in Germany, guys. My God, tell them to buy him then. God. I'm already preparing myself. He's going to be sticking around. Oh my God, I got to stop the ticker. We've gone over 45 minutes. I'll catch it on the second half there, but Sule's left. He's gone to the dressing room. That's not ideal for Dortmund going into season start. So Yankuto is going to come in. Hummels doing his rounds, signing autographs. That's awesome. All right. Ball's back in play. It's actually a 46 minutes, 12 seconds right now. They don't usually do much of anything for added time in preseason. It's just that Sue literally just went down, so the ref's going to give them a bit. But it should get shut down pretty quick. Antoine there to Sabitzer, Bensabani, Svensson again back, closing in on the 47th minute, and it's going to be shut down pretty quick here. Antoine carrying it forward here. Now to the outside for Svensson, probably going to line up across or something. You're not going to have much time. It's Grubb over to Rierson. Again, we're over 47 minutes now. That's Couteau, who just came in to Grubb. Adeyemi. Sabitzer out to Adeyemi again. And Kalulu, excuse me, cleans it up. Kalulu having a really good game. And he cuffs it up right as I say that. Shame on me. And here's Locatelli just pumping it clear. And we're going to shut down the first half. There you go. 1-0 coming out of the first half for Juve. Positive signs, everybody. Positive signs. You guys are spotting it. Everybody could spot it. Jonathan David. Dude, that's an upgrade on what we were seeing out of the striker position last season. That is an upgrade. 100%. And we've got to storm the barn from Alex Juve asking, are we playing back three or back four? It's kind of a hybrid because you have players like Joao Mario and Cambiasso and even Kalulu that are allowing it to form a back four, but also, yeah, very much still back three in possession type game is what it is. But yeah, it's actually with guys like that, it can become and change from both quite fluid. So yeah, but it is called out to be your 3-4-2-1. Good first half. Good first half. Started off, had to weather the storm there. But Juve did all right in doing so and then found their rhythm in terms of how to get back at Dortmund, how to do some damage and create some issues. We finished with 51% possession in favor of Juve. 6 total attempts from Juve, 3 from Dortmund. 2 on target for Juve, and you got a 1-0 lead. Good stuff. 223 passes for Juve, 215 for Dortmund. Pass accuracy, 88% from Juve. 7 fouls for Juve, 6 for Dortmund. 2 yellows for Juve, 1 for Dortmund. It's a very, very close first half. It's good. At the start, I got to say, I was a little bit concerned. But we cleaned it up very, very nicely. And I was very happy with how that first half finished. It's clear Chico's working well. We were eyeing up that 3 of David, Yildiz, Conceição. Guys, there is a ton of fluidity available to us with that front 3. And if you could find a way to get that Kolomuani deal over the line, that's going to just add to that because he kind of plays in the same fashion. So that's good. That's promising stuff. In the middle of the park, Thuram, at the start, I was like, I need to see him start to get involved more. Towards the end, he did start getting involved more. Unfortunately, he has to do a little bit better in certain scenarios. A real shocking miss from like 8 yards out, 9 yards out, not even going towards target. Well, maybe a little further, 12, 13 yards out, but that's gotta be put on target and create problems. Skied that thing. and he's a little hesitant to look for certain movements. And I hope that João Mario is talking to his new teammates, because that guy, if you watch him off the ball, his first instinct is to get behind the defenders, and he is making those runs. But Chico, Yildiz, Thuram, and Loka they have to look at that, and we have to take those shots on occasion. It can't just always be to feet and short games. So again, this is something we look for growth and evolution through their game, but I really like it. And again, I stand firm. We don't need to get crazy this window, but we still do need a little bit of help, because now you're going to see in the second half, what kind of subs do we make? What changes in how we play, and how do we keep the good positives out of this going? One of the big question marks is the change up for João Mario. So again, Nico Gonzalez is not available for this game, okay? But he's going to be used probably at that position as well. It's going to be night and day. He is inverted all day, every day, twice on Sunday. That's going to change a big element there. Cambiasso, whenever he's not in that lineup, who gives you that movement? Who is that guy in turn? So we have to think about that, and we have to look at this, because that is massive. A lot of the way that we're chewing up Dortmund or creating problems for them is created by the movement that Cambiasso is bringing. Yildiz, David, Chico, they're all moving. So these guys have to be aware and have to be attacking the space. Whoever comes in as a sub in one of those advanced positions, same thing. You're going to have to be showing for, but the guys that come in on the outsides, you've got to be attacking that space, and you have to be doing the same thing. Otherwise, we're going to get stuck, and it's going to start to look really, really bad. So let's see. Let's see how it works when the changes come in. But this was pretty much our top 11. That's pretty much our top 11 going into this season right now as things stand. We also don't expect earth-shattering moves in the Mercado. So not bad. Shore up, get a little bit of depth that can allow you to maintain this even through your changes. Colomwani would do that in terms of the attack. Miretti, I think, can offer you that in one of the Chico, like that Chico role there. He can offer you that. He could be that player in the midfield. The change up to one of Loka and Thuram, that's where we might start taking some hits. Because McKennie ain't going to do it. He's not going to cut it in one of those roles. Is not versatile enough, like in terms of the technical ability and bringing that. So that's where you're going to start to lose out. Cope Miners. Cope's got to wake up. This is it. Make or break season for him. Make or break, or he's getting shopped next season. We'll see. We'll see. Alex Juve says Loka needs a regista to take all the load of creation that he carries. Huh. Loka needs a regista to take all the load of creation that he carries. So we need to get somebody in to pull those strings and be those creators. See, the thing is, with the fluidity up top and Yildiz and Conceição not being pinned to flanks, you gain a lot of creation out of those guys. And again, your wild card is getting the extra boost and support and attack of a Cambiasso or João Mario. So in turns, they take over that load out of the midfield because we're playing with a two-man midfield. There are going to be games, though, where you're going to want three midfielders in there, and that's where you're probably going to need that creative outlet from that role. Could it be Miretti? It could. Things would still have to change in terms of setup and dynamics. Cope Miners, could he do it? You need two box-to-boxes. So Cope Miners and Thuram would then, in turn, have to become two box-to-boxes if you want to change to, say, a 4-3-3. So everything changes. But you're going to have the alternatives. You could still play a three-man backline if Tudor wants to. You could play 3-5-2, and you could still have your two pivots and one midfielder playing out of the advanced role with 2 strikers if you need in a certain game, because one game you might need Kolo and David should we land Kolo Muani. You'll have that freedom. The one thing, like, Tudor's got options here. And we are kind of caught between a roster that's, between 2 teams, 2 setups. So 3-4-2-1, 4-3-3, etc. He's got to try everything. Second half, would you go 4-3-3? I want to see 4-3-3. You could still train with it. We still have a game against Next Gen. You still have a game against Atalanta, the preseason games. You could try 4-man backline. For this particular match against Dortmund and how it's going, and with the players they're playing, I would actually hold off now seeing this from a back 4, and I would actually more look to get like for like on your substitutions to see if we can keep the positives out of this half going. So I wouldn't jump to the 4-man back, and it's still kind of happening naturally in this setup with the players you have. So that's what I would do. That's just me. Okay? Now, in terms of you guys firing away, where are we at here? We've got, would you sell Miretti or McKennie? Regardless price nor buyer, McKennie. I would sell McKennie before Miretti. I would sell McKennie before Miretti. I appreciate the work McKennie has done, especially in terms of playing everywhere except goalkeeper last season. But no, McKennie gets sold for me before Miretti. I see more upside from Miretti. He's younger. He's got a ton of games already under his belt. Go with Miretti. I appreciate McKennie and what he's done, but goodbye. I would make the move. And we seem to say Miretti is a great backup. McKennie is unfortunately a joker. All-around good player, but not a professional of any. Jack of all trades, master of none is kind of, what I'm getting there. Keep Miretti over Big Mac. McKennie, any day. Not for me. Not for me. Footek says I agree. Agree, Berto. Keep both and sell Luis. Luis is such a frustrating one for me, man, because, I think he's a good player. I really, really do. I think he's a good player. I think he's a good mid. But it's just not a fit, and it hasn't been from day one. And this guy, it ain't going to be. I can't do it. It drives me nuts. But we can't keep the guy. We need to sell our toxic dead weight. Yeah. I was very critical of the team this morning on the live show because I said I would take some lumps and I would use your variable bond and I would make some smart, efficient signings and move forward and take your lumps and then go from there. But you've got to get these guys gone. You can't keep going one summer after another with guys that need to be told goodbye. You got to cut that and you got to freshen up the roster and you've got to be ambitious. I hate this status quo crap because I brought up the question today. Juve's obviously playing it safe. They don't want to take any losses on any bad decisions we made previously. They don't want to do that. They don't want to bite the bullet there. They're also not in a panic, not in a rush to move the dead weight. If they have to continue with Dusan Vlahovic, I'm getting the vibes that they're okay to do so. I'm not, and I think it's a huge waste of time. So playing it safe could be the more dangerous route in the long run because you've had to battle for top 4. And if you don't get top 4, that revenue is gone. And guess what? Your top players are going to be gone too because enough's enough. You have a responsibility to your key players, to your top players, to present to them a team that can compete for trophies. Where is our ambition? So playing it safe isn't necessarily ambitious. We'll see. What I don't like about Miretti, I will say this, is the reports of some pissing and moaning about us not working with Napoli there and getting them through there and pushing and closing the deal. That's the part that bothers me. That's the part that bothers me. And if he does want to go, no problem. No problem. Napoli, you can have him. 50 million. By the way, huge shout out to these guys joining as AJC members. You have to be on a desktop to do so. Thank you so much. And reminder, as one of the perks, we've just redone all the perks on the 3 levels. Check them out, okay? There's perks for shout outs from myself, from the panel on live shows, or individual messages for you, your loved ones, etc. There's also off-the-record discussions with myself available to you. And for the legends, the top tier, monthly, there will be kit giveaways. This is your first one. This is the first one for our Legends members. 0304 paint kit with the man on the back, Alessandro Del Piero. All right, so this is the first one. And again, you can only sign up as members. Yes, monthly. Monthly. Listen, we're still having kit giveaways through X, through Instagram. We're still having kit giveaways, but we're adding monthly a kit giveaway to our Legend status members. All right, just a big thank you, because last year we had a tremendous year, and it's because of all of you. We got invited and we are part of the TalkSport Fan Network, which is awesome. We made a ton of connections, and you guys are constantly putting us out there and putting the word out there. So it's just a big thank you. All right, so love it, and just a small way that we could say thank you, right? So monthly for the Legend status members. Appreciate it. Look at that. Love it, man. Love it. Thank you for your support, and you have been around a long time. We appreciate it. We really, really do. Everybody. 25 million for Miretti from Napoli. I would push them harder, especially if his desire is to leave. 40 or shut up. If he wants to leave, I mean, what's on the flip side? Okay, that's the pure emotion, but I really despise helping them in any way, shape, or form. I really despise helping them in any way, shape, or form. So, Rugani's going to come in for Bremer now. We talked about keeping it like for like. Bremer, you saw what they were doing. Bremer was pushing the line high. We've got kickoff on the second half. Now Rugani's going to be in there. Can he do the same? Can he offer us that high line? I'm waiting for the ticker to catch up to 45 minutes, 18 seconds. Then I'll get it going again, and we're off. And there we go. We're back in time. And, hey, we got to have the first air horn of the season. Come on. Yes, Oliver, look at that. Soon 10K. Yeah. I always told you, though, whether it's 1,000 or 1, I'm having a blast. And the AJC ain't going anywhere until it's not fun anymore. And right now I'm having a blast. And if we can have a blast together, even through 4 years of needing a lot more from the club, then just wait for when the tides turn. And hopefully sooner rather than later. Now, what I'm going to say in terms of this with the coaching, we've got to sort ourselves out before we can expect a top coach to come into the situation. And I'm not talking about Conte, just any top tier coach. You need to clean things up. We need to clean up the way we operate from the top down. That's all. That's all. Oh, no need to apologize, Mitch. Appreciate that, man. Big thank you. Thank you for all your support. It's appreciated. Never need to say sorry. We appreciate everything we get, all right? All the likes, the links being shared to pods, everything. The votes for like top podcasts, top channels and whatnot. Like, we appreciate all of that. All the love's great. Locatelli cutting one off, winning it to Joao Mario. But takes a little too long on the ball. There's Svensson. Chews it up. Now plays it forward. Giresi slows it down. Bellingham now switching field. To the outside right. Couto in. Grob to the top. And Locatelli beats Bellingham there. And Locatelli's down. Plays allowed to continue. Loca's down, top of the area. And now Couto's going to have it out. And the ref's going to come over and look at Loca. Yeah, let's get this to 100. Let's go. Maximize the likes, everybody. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. My dream would be Marcelo Bielsa, Juve. You know what? You're not alone. There's a ton that have been shouting out Bielsa's name. Bellingham complains more than his brother. Oh, yeah. He definitely does. Definitely does. I've noticed it so much this game. I'm just like, holy man. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Talk, talk, talk. All right. Play resumes. Dortmund on it here. Bensabani up forward for Bellingham. And he loses it very easily. Oh, pass a little too much heat there from Yildiz. Burns right by David and way too far ahead of Conceição. Dortmund now. Moving forward, Rierson. Locatelli steps in, finds David. David's moving forward. Now over. It's Chico. Working off the right there. Cuts inside. Oh, you had a shot there. Good work there, but man, had a chance to have a rip there with the left foot, and he just had the defender frozen too. Chico's looking good today. Yildiz looking good. David looking good. I like that front three. I really do. The only thing lacking is aerial threat from Juve. As far as an attack goes, we just don't have an aerial threat. Unless on set pieces, corners when you're talking about getting Bremer up the pitch and whatnot. Giresi over to Bellingham. Now to the outside. Grob all played through, and that's easily going to be watched out. Oh, actually, Di Gregorio cuts it off. He wants to keep it at his feet. Grob missing the ball there. Too much weight on it. Di Gregorio rolls this one out. Lloyd Kelly playing it in. David, tough one to settle there, bouncing pretty high. Gets a foul there on the back of Bellingham. Now steps in front, slows it all down. Allows his teammates to get into position. Heads up play from David. Sabitzer. The outside for Grob. Couto back to Grob. Thuram clears it easily. Bensabani to Svensson. Being pushed back by Joao Mario. All the way to Kobel. Kobel on it. Grob to the outside. Find a pivot and now try to get forward, but Giresi can't come away with it. And Locatelli tried a cheeky little back heel there, not the play. And Dortmund picks it up. Svensson now tries to go inside. Locatelli cuts it out. Chico's got some space. He's going to try and break free here. Try and push Dortmund back. It's getting closed down by 3 players. Now back outside to Joao Mario. Over to Locatelli. Locatelli now. Cambiasso heads it back to Kelly. Kelly to Rugani. Over to Locatelli. Now to Kalulu. João Mario. Beats Svensson with the first. Nice cut in. This is a great run from João Mario. Over to David. Now to the outside for Yildiz. Played through for Cambiasso. What a rip. Woo! Look at that. Wow. What a run from João Mario, has to be said. Turning Svensson inside out from the flank and then cutting into space, finding David, who then lays it off for Yildiz. And look at the run from Cambiasso straight through. And oh my God, short side in right through Kobel. 2-0. Woo! Chuck it up. Live 5G cam this one. Hey, 2-0. That's nice. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Dude, just the patience. Like, João Mario comes in, is closing down, over to David. David over to Yildiz. Cambiasso wasting no time. I'm going straight through to at least take defenders away so Yildiz could cut in if he wants to shoot. In the end, Yildiz plays it to him. That is a low percentage shot from that angle, but God, it's nice just in terms of the buildup and how they were moving forward. I like that. I like it. Kobel to the outside. Benzabani now up to Adeyemi. Flick on. Gadesi battling with Rugani there, and Rugani pushing him back. And there is a foul there. But Rugani giving him the business. Now Dortmund trying to switch field immediately for Akuto. Akuto coming forward. Has Rierson out to the right. Plays it to him. Back in for Kuto. Kotu. Inside. Sabitzer. Antoine. Benzabani. Now to the left side. Svensson. Played forward. Bellingham. And Loka steps in. Handball. Bellingham there after. Foul on Loka. Pino, I'm not 100% sure how you upgrade the membership. I think when you click on join as a member, if you choose the higher one, it should take you to an option to do so. Or you might have to back out and then get back in as that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's still all the same through the desktop. I think if you select it. Boss, really good up to this point. Impressed. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Happy with the play. And there's a cross cleared out. And now long ball. Chico's got a lot of space to make up. Does a lot. But never was going to catch up to that one. Played to the back for Kobel. Now to the outside right. Into the middle through Antoine. And Dortmund going to try and come back at Juve. They're going to definitely not want to get a clean sheet in a preseason at home. They're going to want something. Here's Adeyemi. And João Mario cuts it out. Benzabani's going to keep this one in. Dortmund still in possession. Here's Bellingham. Able to turn. David with a little bit of pressure, just splitting Sabitzer and Bellingham. Now up to the right. Here's Grob. Grob inside Bellingham. And then Thuram. Chews it up. David now. Nice spin there. And the foul on Cambiasso. Good quick little short passes. David has no problem getting in there level with the midfielders, helping out the cause. Swarit, it is available on YouTube. It just depends the country you're on. We've got otherwise DAZN, so it just depends. Played into David. A little too much heat on there, but Conceição comes in. Now João Mario out for David. David back. Just a little too much pressure there for Juve to find their way out. Bellingham. Rierson. Go to. Back for Grob. And yes, let's get those likes up. Big shout out to Kokui reminding everybody. Let's hit 100 mark. Let's hit 100 mark here. Right on the main page when I went into the zone. Right on the main page. Unless it's not available in your country, which is a possibility. David there, a little bit too long on that one. Should have felt that pressure. Grob. Twisting, turning. Our energy level looks way better. And Tudor's been running 2-a-days for these guys too, right? But the energy looks so down against Reggiana. It was pretty poor. So I wanted to see better energy and whatnot. But this has been far better for that. But now they're going to have to probably get some subs in and stuff. I think these guys are going to start to feel it. Training 2-a-days. And then 60 minutes is a lot different than 60 minutes in a mid-season match, right? Oh, Jesus, Loca. Too much, man. Easy with the heel passes. Cambiasso pressured there. Shoving the back. Nothing doing. Dortmund. Cross in. And Di Gregorio swallows it up. No rebound. 58 minutes. 30 seconds. 2-0 Juve. Here we go. Kalulu to Joao Mario. Tries to beat Adeyemi. Adeyemi clears it. Wide. It's going to be throw-in. We got some substitutions being made. So some changes coming for Dortmund. Quite a few changes, it looks like. Bayer's going to come in. Grob's coming off. Bellingham, Sabitzer, and Grob off. Brandt, Mecha. Noschan. Bunch of changes. And I saw Bayer come on too. Kalulu on the throw-in for Juventus. Back to Rugani. To Di Gregorio. Pressure coming. It's Bayer. And here's Kelly right on the carpet into Yildiz. Twisting, turning. And there's a foul there. An easy call too. Two-hand shove there. Yeah, Rierson, that's a foul, bud. So don't worry about waving your hands around. You can shut up. Hot one back to Di Gregorio. Handles it over to Kalulu. Oh, on the carpet from Kalulu. Can't get it to David, but almost cut off dangerously by Dortmund. Now keep the pressure going. He's Rierson. Carrying through the middle. Tries to go over the top to the back post. Collected, but Svensson can only find Thuram. Locatelli comes in, clears it. Chico's on it now. Surrounded. Finds his way out. And there you go. In the end, gets Mecha to hit it out for a throw-in to Juventus. We can kind of take a moment, breathe, collect ourselves. Not a lot of throttle from Juve right now. 2-0 lead. Not a lot of throttle. Knocking the ball about right to left, but allowing Dortmund's pressure to put us in questionable situations. Here's one of them. Because again, we've slowed the tempo right down and it's getting easier for Dortmund to move forward and pin us back. Here's Loca. Too quick. Sent over. Geresi. And that's a good stop. Just at least to hold them up. and push them back. Good stuff there to recover. But here's a cross coming in. Oh, looked like it went out, but it's still in play apparently. Now into Mecha. Get it out, guys. Jeez. And that's just, all of that is from one lazy pass out of the middle. Loka, man. Gotta be better there. Gotta be smarter. Gotta be smarter there, Loka. Just go to, again, working up and down that flank, but not getting anywhere. So they go to the back. It's Antoine now out to Benzabani. They're going to try up the left flank. Svensson still an option. Benzabani cuts inside. Back to Mecha. Over to Rierson. Stops it for Antoine. David, good pressure. Almost stole that one. Very, very fortunate there for Antoine. He almost got stripped. And here he is on it again for Dortmund. Over to Rierson. Behead. Brandt. This one cut out by Joao Mario. Into Loka. Up to David. Nice little one-touch pass back for Thuram. To Loka. Just gets this one to Yildiz. And Dortmund collects it, coming back at us. Here's Mecha. To the outside right. Cuts inside left foot. Now into Kotu. Just a heel got on that one from Loka. Just enough to block and pop the ball up, and we've cleared it. So Dortmund stepping it up now. And like I said, it's very, very slow right now from Juve in terms of tempo. Not a lot of throttle. We are going to see some changes. Kostic is one. Remember when I talked about the change up to Cambiasso and keeping things going? Kostic ain't it. He does not leave that byline. So you lose all of that creativity and space opening up. It looks like the entire 11 is changing. We've got an army of changes here. Kostic, Jallo, Douglas Luiz, Cope Miners, McKennie, Miretti, Vlahovic. Everybody's coming on. Adzic is coming on. Holy. Pinsolio's coming in. Okay, here we go. Everybody getting swapped out. So in terms of keeping it going, yeah, let's just see how they play this one out. And McKennie's going to come out with the armband for the remaining second half. We're at 65th minute mark. Pinsolio. You know what? Regardless how it plays out, what happens, this is too many changes to see if we can keep the good stuff going from that first. And you know what? Like I said, they've been training 2 a day, so it's all good. Right now, I'm happy with what I saw out of our main 11. I'm happy with that. Is better than what we saw for the vast majority of last season. So from now, it's like it's hard to take a ton out of the remaining 25. You just got to look for certain individuals now to stand out more so on their own accord as to if they can play a part in the 25-26 Juve side. Guys like, maybe you don't send Adzic out on loan, you know? It's an interesting player. Miretti. And for Cope Miners, goddamn, like just looking for something. Give me something. Luiz in tight here on the line. Cope Miners also there. Draws a foul there. Cope Miners in possession there. Not sure why we had 2 midfielders on the flank further back than the actual defender playing out that side. Jallo. Wild stuff. Positionally, sometimes it's weird to me. See the Juve supporters over there, loud and proud. Shallow settles this one. Kostic up the flank. Little strip here from Luiz. Nicely done. He's running at the back line. Oh, his pass cut out. Kostic coming in late. Too late to do anything. Rugani over the back there. Oh, coal miners. Come on, man. Who are you passing to there? You can't even see black and white stripes. Oh. Oh, Danny, I'm telling you. It's pain. It is pain with this guy. Keep Luiz, sell coal miners. I want to see Adzic belt one in. I'd love to see one more get belted in there. Give us the 3-0. And all this talk in the pregame too, I never even actually gave my prediction, but I was predicting I actually felt that Dortmund would come out on top in this. I was thinking like a 2-1 game. But very, very happy with what I saw out of our main. Here's Gatti trying to watch on Bayer here. He's forced him to go across. Now Kostic defending on the opposite side, and the shot is skied. Never threatening Pinsolio's goal. Ah, Swati, come on. Take it easy. Take it easy. Kostic. Blocked by Couto. It's going to go out for a Juventus throw. We're almost at the 70-minute mark. Another 20 minutes. And the second preseason match will be wrapped up. Shallow. Throw in to Adzic. Now back to Di Gregorio. Pinsolio, excuse me. McKennie. Oh, a lot of pressure there on Miretti. McKennie cleans it up. There was some shirt grabbing there from Miretti trying to recover. Bayer with a cross, going back post. Gadesi headed in. Pinsolio comes out, punches it. It's going to be corner kick for Dortmund. Gadesi down now. We got some changes coming for Dortmund. Rierson's going to come off. Too many tears from him. He's flooding the pitch. So he decided to get him out there. Get him out of there. Here's Svensson set to take this. It's going to be an in-swinging corner from Pinsolio's left. Here comes a delivery. Curling in, headed at the back post. And wide. Oof. Looked like it was Jallo and someone else there, and neither of them being able to win that. Well, mainly Jallo. Bit of space got created there between him and Gadesi, and luckily that one went wide. Juve launching this one. Vlahovic nowhere close, but Miretti keeps it and then draws a foul. Vlahovic nowhere near shielding his man. Like, they just walk. They just step right in front of him so easily. McKennie. Side to Adzic. Carry him backwards all the way to Pinsolio. Jallo out to the left there. Played to him. Up forward, Douglas Luiz. Pressed. Goes down. No foul. And Juve just clears it up forward. Again, Vlahovic. This time he settles it for Adzic. Adzic now pops this one out to the right for McKennie, who is going to be playing at right wing back this season. If he stays with Juve, there's a good ball in. And they called a handball on the trap there from Miretti. You know what? McKennie, if you're going to keep him as a right wing back, that was the best season we ever got out of McKennie by a country mile. But I'm not turning down any deals if there's a deal to be had. There is worse situations if McKennie is to remain at Juve. But now this means that he's out of the picture of midfield. So you're still staring down the barrel of Luiz, who doesn't want to stay, and Cope Miners, and then Locatelli Thuram. So Miretti, this opens the door, especially if you're going to be moving McKennie to a right wing back option. We got a sub coming in. Miretti getting called for another foul here. Benzabani carrying it forward. Svensson. Back to Benzabani. Dortmund knocking it left to right. Still at the back line. Not been able to find really dangerous attacks against Juve. Not with the first lineup we had, and still not with the second, but they've just come in. Here's a ball won by Cope Miners. Then Miretti plays it forward. And what are we doing here? How is that not a foul? That was Ozchan. I didn't even see it. And that ref cam didn't show anything. Gracie coming out for Dortmund. They got a change there. Vetti's fine. We continue on with play. Dortmund still in possession, knocking it about just around the perimeter. Not finding really, like I said, any ways to really give Juve too much trouble. And Juve's been foot off the throttle this second half. Dortmund trying a couple 1-2s to get there. Gatti easily comes back, cleans this one up. Back to Pinsolio. Now back out to Gatti on the one touch in. And then Rugani heads it on the one time out. Svensson gets it. Back to Antoine. Back to Kobel. Vlahovic is going to pressure. But Ozchan right in the middle. Coming back, collecting. And Juve's fine with Kobel being on the ball. Cope Miners winning the ball here. Trying to carry forward. Does get the throw in for Juventus. It's just zero options right now for a throw, but he does get it in nicely. Miretti Medetti's trying to get the corner. Nothing's going. Just not a single call heading Medetti's way. It's hilarious. Just absolutely nothing. Gatti steps in. Dortmund does find a way to switch the ball. Oh, that was a lovely switch ball. Here's Guto running out of slip through, and Gatti easily cleans this one up. Now up Kostic to Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz closed down, carrying it. Now slips it through to McKennie. Tight window there, but he gets it there. McKennie now finding Vlahovic. Now finding Kostic with the rip wide. Tight angle to drive that one left-footed to the far post. More suited for a right-footed player. Here's Brandt. Him and Bayer with a quick exchange. Ozchen. Over for Svensson. McKennie. Misreads that, but it's cleaned up at the back. Vlahovic will force Benzabani back to Kobel. Come on with this Kostic. Come on. What do we need to see? What do we need to see that if this guy remains? Wild to me. Wild. Go to. And here's that's a good cross. Chested easily by Gatti. My God. Oof. The hair though, buddy. Gatti, the hair, man. Taking it down with the shaves, not the right call, man. You got. Do we have a preseason game in Turkey for Gatti? Do we have a preseason match there? Because he needs a little assistance there. Through ball, not even close for Dortmund there. McKennie on it now. Played forward. Medetti back to McKennie. Now inside for Douglas Luiz. Played into Medetti. Lovely turn there on the touch and the spin. Super clean there. McKennie just back for Jallo. Now up to Colt Miner, excuse me. Why Turkey? The hair transplants. That's the place to go. Best pricing. But Gatti with that hairstyle, man, it's terrible. Practically flat across the top half of his dome. Too thin to be shaven. Too thin to be shaven down like that. All right, Benzabani. Now, we got just 10 minutes left in this one. It's been a good showing from Juve, especially our main 11. Gatti comes in, cleans that one up. Luiz now to Adzic. Adzic circles back all the way back to Pinsolio. Now out to Jallo. Back to Pinsolio. To Adzic. Back to Pinso. Colt Miners has dropped all the way back. He's collecting that one on the goal line. Now up ahead. Oh, a little dummy play there. And now here's Medetti popping it over the top. Luiz, little ball in. Ooh, Thiago Jallo. Free wheel and all the way up to the top. In the end, throws an absolute muffin at Kobel. Nice little plays, though. Yeah, it is a damn shame. I said with Luiz, it's a damn shame. If like we could just turn things around and say that like tomorrow, it's like, you know what? I want to be here. I want to be around this. And Juve's like, yeah, good. We want to keep you. Like, I'd be happy. I'd be fine. I'd be like, okay, we're going to keep Luiz around. As a pivot changeup to Loka or Thuram, be absolutely fine. Could even, in theory, he should be contesting to start. Like, he's such a good midfielder, but if he doesn't want to be here, it ain't going to happen. Thiago Jallo, man, you know, Nagash bringing him up here, saying people hated on Jallo after playing minutes after his ACL injury. I always said, like, when we picked him up, it was dirt cheap. And I said, you're hoping that he could find the form that he had for Lille, that incredible season they had there. But he was in good form for a couple for them. If he could find that, you're taking a low risk on that kind of money, low risk flyer on him. But again, he's got a long way to go to find that form, right? And there haven't been the sign. And the other thing is, when he went on his loan, it was absolutely dreadful, not just from a performance aspect, but from a personal aspect, because he was breaking curfew. He was going out to clubs, and his form was terrible. Wasn't even getting minutes, and he was doing all this. So it was kind of just an ugly situation, but it was a low-risk flyer that they took for him. So here's on the carpet into Ozchan. Has to go back to Antoine from the pressure. Now to Bensabani. Going to go to the outside left. Nowhere to go, so back to Bensabani. Back to Antoine, and pressure coming from Vlahovic. Pushed up to the right for Kotu. Kotu has nowhere to go, so just to the back. Ozchan, again, nowhere to go. Keeping it to the perimeter. Juve giving them nothing. Oh, that's a lovely little through ball, but Rugani easily blocks Brandt off so that Pinsolio can pick it up. 83 minutes, 37 seconds. It's 2-0 Juventus. Miretti twisting and turning away from his challenge. Plays it to the outside left. Kostic up ahead. Luis back to Kostic. Played up for Miretti. First touch right into his left foot and then out. Almost trapped that one. See, with this lineup, what did I tell you about the difference between having the freedom from a guy like Cambiaso taking the spaces? Now, what do you see? When we try to get up forward, it's all tight to the byline. Kostic is not moving away from the line, moving into pockets in there. Even the guys beyond, the midfielders, are all moving up the line. There's just no options in centrally. Like, none. One-dimensional right now. One-dimensional and almost one-sided. Guys, reminder, get the likes up. We're almost at 100. But we got 122 on right now. Let's get it to 122. Come on, take a second. Drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. All Juve, all the time. Really simple. Here's McKennie. Has it in, and we just bomb this one, route one. Colb's going to stop it for Antoine. To the outside. Dortmund trying to go up through Brandt. Gatti shielding him out. It's going to go out. It's going to be a Juve throw. Super clean game. Super clean game from Juve. Both sides that we saw play. But the first side was really fun to watch. Started off, like I said, on the back foot. But really grew into the game nicely and looked good. A lot of fluidity. Uy, Pinso. Woohoo, mama. He comes away unscathed there. Oh, Pinsolio. Oh, Gatti's pass cut off. Forward, but out of Bayer's reach. And regained through Jallo. Then to Rugani, back to Pinsolio. Now, route one. Touch there from the defender. So it's going to be Juventus throw as Miretti was shielding him away there. Jallo over to Gatti. McKennie giving him that option right against that line. And there's the pass. And now McKennie cuts in. Lovely little move. Inside. Miretti. Inside to Vlahovic. To McKennie. And it's off. Calling an offside earlier on. Nice little plays there, but offside. A Pinso kit. Pino. Holy. Pino going with the Pinso. Oi! Kobel. My goodness. I wanted to see another goal from Juve, but didn't have that on my bingo card. Ozchan, awful ball there. Straight out into the stands. We got 87 minutes, 20 seconds. It's 2-0 Juve. And they can't even hurt our second line out here. Possession has gone up in favor of Dortmund to 58%. They're at 6 total attempts. Juve's at 9 with 4 on target. Dortmund has not had an attempt on target this match. And yeah, Juve's in control. Cambiasso, 16th minute and 53rd minute. Hopefully a sign of good things to come for the season's entirety with Cambiasso. Oh, no foul given there as they put the squeeze on Adzic. Guto. To the outside for Brandt. Bayer trying to come away with it. Oh, that's a roof job. That is so unfortunate that turned the way it did. And oh my God, that's so unfortunate. They're both battling with the ball stuck at their feet and it just finds a way to get set up there. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this original ball in from Brandt, and they're battling there, and Rugani gets twisted up after the ball is kind of dead there. Not sure you need to spin and do a 360 or just stand your ground because you got a keeper behind you. A little bit questionable there from Rugani there after that sit, but it just sat there for Bayer so he could literally just poke it ahead of him, and he just roofed that thing. That's a hell of a strike from there. Straight up bullet. Pinso's like, my God. Come on. Anyways, we're here at the bitter end. 89 minute, 27 seconds. Look at Dortmund. They're going to push to just equalize here. Twisting and turning, playing it in. Lovely 1-2. Oh, Bayer tries to poke that one to the back post. Oh my goodness, you guys. Wouldn't that be something for right at the end? Just get carved up and equalize 2 goals in like a couple minutes. Goes wide. We're at the 90th. I can't see much coming here in a preseason. They're probably going to shut her down. Tudor and Kovac having some chuckles, shaking hands in anticipation of the final whistle. Pinsolio's going to drive this one. Headed back towards McKennie. He goes up, trying to win the battle. And in the end, Cole Miners comes in, cleans it up. It goes all the way back for Pinsolio. And he's going to launch it again. 90 minutes, 37 seconds. Vlahovic is going to battle. We got a foul here. Manny's not happy. Luis doesn't care. We're going to get the whistle very soon. Free kick here for Juve. And here, switch field for McKennie. Sent in, headed out. Moretti set to take this corner. We need somebody good on dead balls, like on this team. Moretti, decent at him. That's a good one. Just absolutely nobody on the spot there for Juve. Because we're in 2-1 cruise control. Pinso. Launches again. Chested down. Oh, Vlahovic wins it. Mama. Oh my goodness. The dude's laughing at Duchamp. Like the Dortmund player's laughing at him there. That's piss poor. Wow. Dortmund working it back. It's Ben Sabani. They got nowhere really to go here. They got to go route one if they're hoping to get something out of it. To the outside here. Inside for Brandt. Turns away Luis, forcing him out here. And there you go. Here's Medetti. Just going to possess this one. Back to McKennie. Up ahead, Adzic. Now out to Medetti again. And a little pop forward. Nice and easy by Medetti to Adzic now. Nice little carry there. Plays it forward for Vlahovic. Got to win that battle. And look at Adzic following up just a tad late. But it's over. It's done. 2-1. Juventus getting the win in the second preseason game after drawing Reggiana 2-2. Guys, positive signs. Positive signs from our main players. In terms of this second line, like I said, don't take a whole bunch out of it because these are the outcasts. So, yeah. Outside of that, I was happy. I'm actually happy leaving this preseason game with what I saw from our main players. Very, very positive. In terms of the attack with our main players, I'm really happy with what I was seeing between Chico, David, and Yildiz. I'm very happy at the positive signs coming from Cambiaso. This guy is so key for Juve when he's like that. What we got a lot of last season, unfortunately, since the halfway mark, was a far cry from the Cambiaso that had all of us extremely excited and hyped up. So that's going to be one to watch. João Mario. I thought decent. Some mistakes here and there, but overall, very, very good stuff from João Mario. Now McKennie. McKennie gets interesting because he is going to be right wing back. So now all of a sudden he's out of the midfield discussion. So for the midfielders, we got to see. But this second half, the issue with having these guys and having such big changes, like I said, to the lineups, you can't gauge really anything coming from a guy like Douglas Luiz. You can't gauge a whole lot coming from Medetti when you play them in a second half of this nature in this game with that many changes around them. You have to have a preseason game where you have a lot of your regulars and you mix in some of the guys on this out list or shopping list. You have to mix them in so that you could truly assess what we're going to do. But to be honest, from the main 11, I liked what I saw today. The start had to weather the storm, but then really grew and nicely. A lot of fluidity is available there. And again, these guys are training 2-a-days with Tudor. They're doing 2-a-days right now, so it's positive. It's good. Thuram could have had a little bit better showing, but I'm not worried about Thuram at all. From the main guys there, again, Lloyd Kelly, he was decent today. Kalulu's hilarious to me. Kalulu to me is so funny because he can have showings like he did today where he looked good. He looked really good, really solid, aggressive, pushing back at them, winning a lot of interceptions in there and moving the ball decent and this willingness to get forward. Which if you're going to play a three-man backline, those guys on the outsides have to push the team forward and push the opposition back. Kalulu, he'll have a game like this. But the crazy thing with Kalulu is the next game he could just be flat out awful. That's the funny thing with Kalulu. But this was a positive showing from Juventus. I think we're all in agreement from reading your comments. The second half, a lot of changes. But yeah, positive. Not a bad performance today. João Mario definitely will click in Serie A. Mario is good. A lot of good takeaways, but also a lot of work that needs to be done. Fair, absolutely fair. The performance was positive. Yes, yes. Apex, good showing from Juve. Definitely pleased. Yes. And ciao, Dan. Great seeing you in here. You guys, good showing. Good showing. I can enjoy the rest of the weekend. I've got a match myself to play tonight, but this was good stuff. Good stuff. I might not go through the first player that I line up against tonight. I might spare him because I'm in a good mood because that was a positive showing. I'm probably still going to go through them. All right. Your stats end up as follows. 8 total attempts for Dortmund, 10 for Juventus. 1 on target for Dortmund. That was, of course, Bayer's goal at the end. Bit of an unfortunate situation there with Rugani in the cross-up. Nonetheless, good finish from Bayer. And then 4 on target from Juventus. 2 goals from Cambiaso. If we're going to look at the players, and let's look at our starting 11. Di Gregorio, if you're going to throw a rating out there, not a lot of action in terms of what was going on. On the crosses, he was very lively. A lot of low, hard ones. He was all over. I mean, not a whole bunch of take. They all start at 6. What do we give him? Like a 6.5, like a 7? Kalulu, solid match, solid showing from him. I'd go Kalulu 7.5. I'm comfortable with giving Kalulu a 7.5. Bremer looked good. Bremer plays so aggressive back there that he allows everyone to cheat and everyone can get forward. You can take that extra time coming back out of the middle of the park because he's so aggressive pushing forward. Bremer's got to be right up there. 7.2, somewhere in there. Lloyd Kelly, no issues today. No issues today. So 7.1 in that range too. Kalulu, I think, had that extra bit of today. João Mario, like I said, some bad, some good. So 6.8, 6.7, somewhere in there. Locatelli, little hit and miss today. I got him around a 6.3, 6.4. Thuram, hit and miss today as well. Probably the same, 6.2, 6.3. Cambiaso, I have Cambiaso at like an 8 today. Awesome game from Cambiaso. I mean, 2 goals, very active. And the reading today from him in terms of where to go to connect the dots for the rest of his teammates, huge. 8 for Cambiaso, 2 goals, fantastic showing. That's the Cambiaso we need. Conceição, I liked his game. I had him at a 7. Very active, doing a lot of defensive work too, finding his teammates very well, and he looked a lot more decisive. Whatever he was going to do, he was making his decisions quick. He missed one moment where he should have had the left-footed shot when he froze up a defender, but other than that, good showing. He's at a 7, 7.2. Yildiz, good showing too. Really good showing from him too. It might seem like a quiet showing from him, but no, he was active. He was making a lot of smart plays, and he was dropping back deep and allowing us to get out and then sweep the ball across the opposite side, and we could move and push Dortmund back. Yildiz did everything he needed to do. Good showing, 7.2, 7.3 in that range. Jonathan David, same rating as Conceição and Yildiz, 7.3 in there. This guy is night and day to what we have come to expect at the top leading the line. He offers us complete fluidity between our attackers and our attack players. He doesn't care about dropping back, leaving that line and passing, distributing to teammates. And it's making the difference. already you could see how it changes our final third play. We said it in the first one against Reggiana. I was like, it was a shame that we didn't get to see Yildiz also mix into that. Today we did it, and I'm happy. I'm excited about it. It's good to be excited about things, okay? Are we perfect? Are we going to run through the season undefeated? Are we going to win? Hey, take the little victories. It's preseason. Relax. We don't have to get too high. But Jonathan David, that's a good signing. That's a good pickup. I like it. I like it. Kolo Muani with David would be great. It would also give us a very, very interesting option to play with the two of them and Yildiz as a 10. Just another feather in the cap for the coach if we can get that done. But Kolo Muani, I need him retained. I would love to see a top defender come in. It appears they're going to be safe there. I'd love to see a left wing back, a left fullback come in to this side. I might have to get used to seeing Kostic. It is what it is, everybody. We'll see. But you guys have been great. Drop a like. Reminder, okay? Many different ways to support. We had some super chat comment. That's fantastic. We appreciate that. Like the videos, share the content, subscribe, but also memberships. And again, this year, every month, a lucky legend status, the higher tier members will be involved in a giveaway only for them of kits, but we also will have other giveaways. This is the first one, okay? So good luck to all our legend status AJC members. Thank you for all your support. And now, with that, I gotta sign off. This was a fun watch, and I thank all of you. Awesome, awesome time, okay? Till next time, as always, you know I'll keep you in the loop on the news, okay? We're getting closer to that season kickoff. Right now, we just need to say some goodbyes and lock up a couple pieces. We're not far off a team that I think could compete in that top 2 spot in Serie A. We're not far from it, but we gotta do just a little bit more work, and we gotta push. I'm tired of watching these other teams sell scrubs. Juve, make the moves necessary. Get the job done. And thank you, guys. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate it. I'm going to have fun today at my game. Grande, grande to the AJC Army. Till next time, as always, fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti. Take care, you guys.